So that's typically a rule of thumb. Once you get that second rotation, and that's normally, even though it's a higher high, it should be a profit-taking swing. Sometimes you won't. Sometimes you just keep on stripping everybody out. Anybody that's using, we said, use that 78. That should be the. I would have to say it has to be considered the aggressive resistance still, because you've always got to allow for a gap fill. And I think already a lot of traders miss that idea that, hey, 61, 62 is support till broken. And we've had a good sharp bounce. So theoretically, I like this retest back here from overnight. I think we have to acknowledge that the long side has defended their turf pretty well. And we said today, cannot be overly aggressive. This guy gets beat, so we need to focus on this right here. And we said, don't make trapped traders their problems our problems. I like hitting bounces as scalps with the trend. But if you cannot buy, if you cannot sell below, you got to be buying. And this is that retest at that 40% bounce level. 30-minute chart has got to contain this. And right now, I'm giving credit to the longs for defending that diagonal we talked about, ending diagonal. You can see it. Right here. And perfect idea of a double bottom. So we should get bounces from there. The question is for how long and for how much. So if you're using 78 stops, 78 to 82, we said cannot get broken. 78 gets beat, uh-oh. So if you're using that for your entries for the 456 trade, that was a perfect fix right there, by the way. Just thinking scalp still, and don't make trapped shorts our problem. So more than likely we'll get at least one sharp bounce, maybe two. We've already had two sharp bounces. NASDAQ at 3,500 again. See, today's problem is not that we're not going to go lower, perhaps, but it's that it did it overnight. And once we regain that 64, you got to take that out all over again. So this is the trade, in my opinion, a perfect setup to just dump, just like it did the other day, overnight, and then you get your bear flag, RTH, because the big boys aren't going to short 62. Just not. And if you play for a crash every day, then these are the kind of trades that just keep bleeding back on you. So aggressive support, we say at 60.75 to 62.5, that's worked. And you've got to give credit to the longs for defending not only that, but they've defended now the 64s again, 65s, and they've defended 68s. So we cannot play aggressively short side right now. And I said, anytime you can't short the low, then you might as well try the buy and see if you can get back to the middle. So I think we're ahead of ourselves time-wise. That's in price, and that's been the big problem. So angel support is 69, 68 zone, and it's my belief that the long side right now is squeezing shorts that were trapped early. So don't play aggressively is my suggestion on the short side. Just doesn't make sense right now. Zeke, I agree with you. I'm just saying one thing we're looking to do is avoid damaging our account just on a squeeze. So I'd say we get a good short before the day's over, but I think right now, this morning, the game is to try to, anybody who has already gotten to that 62, 61 is being forced to take profits. And if they're not being forced, they're doing it anyways. So right in here is our primary retest of last night's breakdown. Said this would be a key today. If it gets up here, it can go anyplace. Most traders are looking south side, and they keep looking south when in fact the market's been bouncing for the last couple of hours. Great trade. Anybody that understands this psychology, great trade.